Uh, as you know, my name is Ashraf. I've been into training for almost 15 years, but my specialization is in Windows Active Directory and Windows Server, uh, you know, management. I've almost 15 years of teaching and practical experience, means real-time experience. I do work in a company Kerala, Ernakulam. Okay, so now I'm working from home. So due to this, pandemic, and I have almost 8 years of teaching experience in Linux. Okay, I've started to teach from Linux 6. Okay, and real-time experience is really less in Linux, but I can really give you a good explanation for uh, or Linux concepts, and I'll be teaching um, in terms of real time, and that's all. Okay, so um, you have to give brief introduction. An introduction, you have to just tell me what's the reason you have joined for Linux course, just for understanding. Okay, just for understanding, you have to just to say what's the reason you have joined for Linux course. Okay, I'll give you a chance one by one. I'll say your name, then you can just very brief in the sense your name, basically hails from, you're basically from, and what is your current profile, and what you're expecting from the course. That's all. Only 4 sentences, simple sentences, because we don't want to waste time. Okay, after that, I'll tell you we have simple protocols for good flow of our session. Okay, there are simple protocol, simple rules for good flow of our session, and we will start. Okay, the session directly. I think coming days, 3, 4 people also will be joined. Normally, we'll have 10 to 15 people in a batch. There was one, some people joined from NTT Data due to some reason they have, like postponed their plan, maybe some reasons. So we can't wait for them. We have been waiting for almost 2.5 weeks for them, but now they have informed you just start with your, batch. We will, join later. So, okay, one moment. Okay, so Sidhu, please introduce self. Brief, please brief. Okay. Sidhu.
It's Vijay Kumar, sir.
Okay, okay. Tell Vijay Kumar.
My name is Vijay Kumar. I'm pursuing my degree in Don Bosco College, final year, sir. I'm basically from Bangalore.
Okay. And what you're expecting for the course?
Sir, I want to work in MNC.
Thank you. Anu, Mr. Anu.
Yeah, yeah. Hi. Good morning, Ashraf. Myself, Anu Mohan. I am basically from Kerala, but I'm currently working from Pune. I'm sorry, Bangalore. The intention of joining this session is I'm currently working in an application support project where Linux is being used. So I want to learn in depth about Linux and join a proper Linux administration project. Though. So that's a intent.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Jay Prakash.
Yeah, hi. Good morning, Ashraf. So, my name is Jai Prakash. Uh, Basically, I'm from Odisha. Currently, I'm working in Bangalore as a system administrator in Windows environment. But as of now, there is a lot of scope in uh, cloud. So I want to learn Linux first. Then I'll switch to cloud, and in future, I want to work in DevOps culture.
Okay, okay.
So for that reason, I
Yeah.
took this course.
See, actually, I don't want to know the reason why you have joined for the course. Why I'm asking is because many people say like, I just want to learn DevOps in future. I just want to learn AWS in future. Okay, so I just want to hear it from your mouth because upcoming sessions I'll be just explaining why people are doing the next course nowadays. It's really like very common, not like earlier. Okay, Kannan. Please introduce Kannan. I think we are not able to hear you. Okay. Let it be
Hello,
later now.
Ashraf.
Yeah, please.
Good morning. Actually, my headset was having some issues. Myself, Kannan, I am from Kerala, Trivandrum, Kerala. I am working as a network engineer in Bangalore, and the reason for joining is like I want to learn AWS, so I as a pre-request, the Linux is recommended, so that's the reason.
Okay then. Thanks to all. We will start straight. Okay. Okay, I've told you we have simple protocols. Simple protocol. Number one, I'll be starting session at exact 7 a.m. Means 6:59. Okay, 6:59 and next is 7, right? Next, after 1 minute, 7. So exact 7 o'clock I'll start the session. Will not wait for everyone, please. I know this is really like it's not early morning, okay, but morning, understand? So people will have problem for getting up. So please try to join at exact 7. You can ask anyone. I usually start on time, and I will not be. So means if there is only one person, also I'll start this session because our session is for 1 hour. Okay, for next 2 weeks, maybe for next 2 week we will have only 1 hour session. That is number one. So you have to join at 7. Number two, please do not share the meeting links with friends and colleagues, friends or colleagues. That will make problems. Understand? When strangers, unknown persons are joining, I'll just break the session, and I'll just ask them, and I have to kick out from the session. So that will make problems. So please do not share the meeting link with any friends or colleagues. Number three, and you have to join maximum. You have to try to join from machine. Machine means laptop or desktop. Please try to avoid joining from mobile or any other handheld devices. Please, that's my request, because we will not have the seriousness when we are joining from the mobile or any other handheld devices. Okay, so number four is, and this is not a rule actually, this is a generic. I'll be providing notes for every chapters. Every chapters means every units. Also, I will try to share Red Hat textbook if possible. Red Hat, okay, genuine textbook is available with me in PDF format. I'll be sharing it. And also you will have access to the records. Every sessions are recorded. Every day I'll record the session, and recorded sessions are available in Skype itself. I don't have to share through any other storages like OneDrive or Google Drive or something. It is available in Skype itself. You can just open Skype, and it's better. You can download and keep in your machine. Reason, this is our interactive session. It's not like Udemy or something. It is interactive session. Understanding? So it's better you try to download the session recordings, and keep in your local machine so you can refer in future. And also, please don't think Ashraf is recording the session always, so no need to join today. I can just watch the recording later. That is really not good. If you have any some urgency, matter is different. Suppose you have some urgency like office related or family related or something. Okay, that is exceptional case. So please always try to join the session. That's really great. and also should, you know, I came to know, okay, from your briefing, I came to know all of you are freshers in Linux freshers. You may have, great experience in networking side sector or something, but in Linux you are fresher. So you will feel some difficulties initially. Don't give up, please. Don't give up. It's really easy. Linux is easy if you practice. Okay, Linux is easy if you practice. Practice, that's all. You don't have to study or read, okay, difficult theories and all. I'm going to break the theories, not a problem. Understand? So you must practice always. Keep touch with Linux commands and Linux configuration file, then you can learn Linux well. So what I'm saying is you have to, uh, you know, like join the session, participate the session always. If there is no any, okay, urgency, understanding. And there are people thinking, like anyway, recordings are available, I can watch. If, okay, instead, okay, instead of, like joining the course, you could have to watch the YouTube videos, right? There are super videos available. You'll get, super videos, super explanations. I mean, better explanation than me in YouTube. But you have joined just for interactive. Okay, so this is really very important. There are so many people keeping this mentality. So please, please, because I'll tell you, time is yours. Money also yours, money, your time. So please try to understand we all are matured. So, okay. So next thing, this syllabus is really so vast. You can collect the syllabus. Syllabus means course contents from the Red Hat website itself, or else you can just request Ashwin, or I can also provide. Okay, but try to understand, will take time. It's not simple one, will take time, because this is really very vast. Course is really vast. Please try to understand. So should not ask me after 2 weeks or 3 weeks or after a month. Should not ask me, Ashraf, when the course will finish, when the course will finish. I'll tell you, this will take minimum 2 months. Minimum 2 months. Not like AWS. AWS is 18 days class. This is 2 months, 2 months, because you're going to learn about a platform. You're going to learn about a platform. So platform is really vast. There are so many units. There are so many concepts. So will take time. I'm telling in advance, because there are people ask, okay, start to ask, after a month, they will start to ask, stuff, course is not finishing. Some people call Ashwin and say, Ashwin, course is not finishing. It's going slowly. I can go very fast. I can go in 180 or 120 or understanding. But problem is you will not understand. This is Linux. This is Linux. This is Linux. It's not Windows. I'm not, okay, trying to make you scared. I'm not going to make you afraid. This is really very easy. Linux is really very easy if you keep touch. Okay. So these are the things you have to keep in mind. Very, very important, please. Okay. So let me just brief the course first. What course you are going to learn? Course name is RHCE. RHCE stands for Red Hat Certified Engineer. And now, okay, 8.0, 9.0 available. Okay, so I should say like we are going to learn 9.0 only. RHCE 9.0. Okay, this is actually, okay, Red Hat certification. Red Hat certification based course. And this is an entry level course from Red Hat. There are so many courses available in Red Hat. Okay, there is, certification course for Red Hat platform, Red Hat, containerization, Red Hat automation, Red Hat system management, that is called Red Hat satellite, and there is, hybrid cloud, and there is virtualization. So there are so many wide variety of near to, okay, 30, 35 types of certification and courses are available in Red Hat. But this is an entry level course. In this course, you're going to learn Red Hat platform. Red Hat platform means Red Hat Linux operating system. Because if you want to learn other courses, you should have firm understanding, good understanding in, okay, Linux operating system, because all others are application. Red Hat satellite is application, Ansible is application, and Red Hat Ansible Tower is application. OpenShift is application, OpenStack is application, all are applications. So if you want to install these applications in Linux, you must have good strength in Linux operating system. So that's the reason I'm saying this is an entry-level course. In this, you are going to learn how do we manage, deploy, manage, and maintain Red Hat operating system machines in enterprises production environment. Clear? You're going to learn how do we deploy, manage, and maintain Linux operating system machines in production or enterprises environment. That is the main agenda or goal of this course. And this certification, I've told you this is certification based course. There are 3 papers. First paper is SA1. We call it as first paper is SA1. We call System Administration 1. And every paper will have a paper code of this. Every papers will have a paper code is 124 RH124, and this paper has 10 units. There are 10 units in this. 10 units means 10 chapters. I'm not going to type the names of units here. I'm very poor in typing, will take long time. So what I'll do is I'll tell you the names of units. Anyway, you will have to collect the course content from either from the Red Hat website or from me or from Ashwin. Anybody. Someone will share you the course content, or you can collect it directly from Red Hat website itself. RHCE course content. So I'm not going to type the unit name here, please, because it will take a long time. I'll just tell you the names of units. So first unit is, in first unit, I'll just introduce Red Hat operating system. There are so many things to be discussed in first unit. Will take time. That is introduction. And I'll teach about accessing command line. And I'll teach managing files and directories. And we have a chapter for getting assistance from Red Hat team. And I'll teach you about local users and groups. And we have a unit for controlling access to the file. And we will have a chapter for managing services and daemons. And we have a chapter for configuring a network configuration or network construction. And we have a unit for configuring SSH, and we have log management, process management, and finally installing packages. These are the 10 units we are going to cover. We will be covering in this paper, first paper. So please collect the course contents later. Number 2, paper number 2 is SA2, stands for System Administration 2, and RH134. This is a paper code 134. Again, there are 10 units in this. There are 10 units in this chapter, paper also. So I'll tell you the units names. I'll teach first storage. Storage is actually one name here, but there are 3 units for storages. It's really vast. There are a lot of things like, I'll teach you how do we manage normal local storages, network storages, and network storages technologies, local storage technologies like Stratus VDO. I'll teach LVM. I'll teach SWAP, everything except RAID. Everything we have in this. RAID is not there, but our old syllabus in 7.0 there was RAID, but they have removed it from new syllabus. I don't know the reason. Next, I'll teach about tuning the system for increasing performance, and I'll teach about scheduling tasks, and we have a chapter for firewall, and we have a special chapter for SC Linux security, and I'll teach about boot process. We have NFS. Like this, there are 10 units in second chapter or second paper also. Clear? And third paper is automation with Ansible. Okay, so automation. This word is not new to the market, but now it is trendy. Trendy means everybody says, everybody is saying automation, automation. Everywhere automation. Offices, employers are demanding automation knowledge. Okay, so you might be knowing what is automation. Automating, repeated, tasks. Automating repeated tasks. You are doing a task repeatedly. You're doing a particular task 10 times a day. If you automate it, you can release it simply. Understanding? It will work automatically. So automation is really using everywhere in education sector, health sector, telecommunication sector, IT sector. Everywhere we use automation. And automobile sector, everywhere. So automation is really not new to the market. It was there in market in 1970, 80, 90, but now it is trendy. Understanding? So you must have good knowledge in one automation technology. Understanding? So if you want to get good grip in IT market for next 10 years, you must have good knowledge in one platform. Means operating system, either Windows or Linux. Second, you must have good knowledge in one automation technology. If platform is Windows, PowerShell. If your platform is Linux, shell scripting or Ansible. But Ansible is now running well in market. Booming in market. Next is you must have good knowledge in one cloud technologies, cloud infrastructure. Example, if it is Microsoft Windows, Azure, you have to learn Azure. And if it is Linux, most of the Linux customers are deploying their infrastructure in AWS. That's the reason we say Linux is a prerequisite to learn AWS. That is really actually what to say, like legally that is really wrong what we are saying, because there are Windows machine also available, but most of the Linux customers are launching their infrastructure in AWS cloud only, and most of the on-premise Linux infrastructures are getting migrated to AWS. That's the reason we say a generic sentence what Linux firm understanding in Linux operating system is a prerequisite to learn AWS cloud infrastructure. Understanding? That is reality. So here automation, there are again 10 units in this. There are 10 units. First unit is introduction to Ansible. Second is Ansible deployment. Third is Ansible playbook deployment. Fourth is Ansible variables and facts. Fifth is Ansible loops and conditions. Sixth is Ansible file handling. Seventh is Ansible managing large project in Ansible. Eighth is Ansible role. Ninth is Ansible troubleshooting. And 10th chapter will have has some projects. We have to complete some project. That's all. So this is really, these are the 3 papers we are going to cover in this course. Don't forget, I've told you initially will take minimum 2 months. It's not exact 2 months, sometimes 2 months and 10 days maximum. Clear? Initially maybe 10 classes. I'll go slowly in first gear only. I'll move in first gear, and slowly I'll start to shift the gear. Then only we can finish it. Otherwise it takes 6 or 7 months to finish. So because you must get little grip in Linux operating system, that's the reason I'll move very slowly, really, not for wasting time, just for your understanding. If I finish fast, I can start another batch, I can make money, right? But I don't need that. What I'm saying is you also should follow well and practice always. Let me tell something about certification. Look here. So there are 3 papers. We have really 2 certifications. You know what? RHCSA and RHCE. RHCSA stands for Red Hat Certified System Administrator. If you certify first 2 papers, Red Hat will award you RHCSA. What award you get? RHCSA. And if you certify all 3 papers, Red Hat will award you RHCE. You please try to understand, you can't directly write RHCE. You cannot directly appear for RHCE exam. There is a certification path. Certification path is, first you have to complete RHCE essay. Later you can go for RHCE. Suppose you have already completed RHCE essay, then you have to appear only for this automation with Ansible paper. Understanding? So okay, that's all about the paper and certification. And also I just want to tell you something more about certification. Who is conducting? What are the modes of exam delivery? I'll just brief. I will not explain it because you don't have to know these properties or these attributes now. Reason? Now you are here just to learn the technology, not for writing exam. I know. But as a trainer, I should give, I should brief it. Okay. So actually exams are directly conducted by Red Hat itself. Red Hat company directly conducting the exam. But who is conducting Microsoft exam? Pearson VUI or Certiport. Who is conducting Cisco certifications? Pearson VUI. Who is conducting AWS certification? Either PSI or Pearson VUE. Okay, these are the exam brokers, conductors. Okay, they have just outsourced. But in case of Red Hat, they didn't outsource certification exams to other companies. They are directly conducting. That is a very important understanding. Red Hat directly conducting the exam. No mediators. Please try to understand. So what are the modes? There are two modes for there are two modes. First is online interactive. Second is center proctored. So not online interactive, online proctored or center proctored. Online proctor exam means you can sit at home, office, park or somewhere and you can just deliver your exam. You can appear for exam. There are so many rules for that. That's all we will discuss later. I'll give you boot camp, then in boot camp we will discuss it. Another is center proctored. Center proctored means you can approach any of the Red Hat authorized centers like Red Tie or Red Tie or any other center, and you can directly approach and you can proceed. So exam day you have to go to that center. So there will be invigilators from Red Hat. There will be some invigilators from Red Hat. They will take care exams. It's like how our university exams are conducted like that. So if you ask me which is good, online proctor is good. Then there are some challenges like electricity issue, internet issue. That's and all is not a really big problem because suppose before completing exam you got some internet issue or electricity issue, then what? They will reconduct the exam. Understand? You can just inform them. You can cope up with assistance team. They will really rearrange it. Maybe after 10 days or after 14 days, they'll give you one more chance. Understanding? So anything is fine. So that is, you can go either online proctor or center proctor. That's your wish. Amount is really almost similar, but center proctor, center will charge maybe 1,500 extra, I think. Depends really. I don't have much idea about it. Forget. I usually write, online proctor only. And also, I just want to tell you, this online proctored mode is introduced recently, 2020 only, after Corona. Understanding? Before it was center proctored only, completely center proctored. Next, what's exam duration? The duration of exam is 2.5 hours. RHC essay, and RHC is 3 hours. And type of question, no objective type question, complete scenario based question. In RHCSE you will have almost 27 questions, 25 to 27 questions, all are scenario based. Scenario based in the sense you will have a question, you have to solve it practically, not objective or multiple choice type. It's not a big deal. Writing Red Hat exam without bootcamp is really challenge or deal. But writing exam RHCE or RHCSA exam after bootcamp is not a big deal. Even first standard students can pass exam because we'll give some tricks to solve the questions in bootcamp. Okay, so I request if you're planning to go for certifications, better you take the boot camp first and go for that. Okay, next type of question is clear. Next is amount. Amount is really around 21,500 or something. So sometimes depends on the cost of the dollar against Indian rupee, that will varies. Forget. Next, total marks. Okay, total marks is total score. I mean, total mark is 300 and passing score is 210. 210. But nowadays, like there is free second shot. Okay, second take is free. Okay, so I don't know how long it would be available, but now there is okay, second shot free. We said free second shot. If you fail in first attempt, you can go for second attempt without payment. So this is I've just briefed the certification, like just to get the knowledge, that's all. Because and remaining all will be explained in boot camp. Okay, next I just want to tell you something about lab setup. That is really very important for us. So you got a course outline, certification outline. Next is lab setup. This is really important for us, lab setup. How do we set up lab? Lab is really very important for, okay, every courses. Suppose if you are doing Python, okay, any courses, lab is really important. Any programming, administration, like a security or system or network, and if you're doing any data analysis related courses, data science related courses, for everything, lab is very, very important. So here, nowadays we have, so many virtualization technology. If you want to finish this course, RHCE course, well, you must have 3 machines, 3 computers. Can you buy 3 computers? Okay, we can't buy 3 computers. So what we do is we'll go for the virtualization technology. You can use any virtualization technology. In which technology you have, good experience or good knowledge, that can be used. But if you ask me which is good, I'll tell VMware. Because VMware Workstation is really very good. VMware Workstation is very good in the sense, even kids can use this. You can read, okay, every instructions are available in English. You can read and follow it. Really very easy. No need to learn any course from anyone. You can directly manage it. VMware Workstation. So this is actually hypervisor technology. Hypervisor means, okay, that is a virtualization platform, right? Hypervisor is a virtualization platform. Either use VMware, and there is Microsoft Hypervisor is available, and there is Linux KVM, stands for kernel virtual machine, is available. And like this, okay, Oracle VirtualBox is available. Oracle, okay, VirtualBox is available. Like this, there are many, even Citrix virtualization, Google virtualization, IBM virtualization. There are so many virtualization tools available which can be used to create multiple virtual machines. Okay, multiple virtual machine. We need minimum 3 machine for, okay, finishing this course well. Okay, for conditional finishing, we need, 3 machines minimum. So we can't buy 3 physical machine. That's the reason we are planning to use any of these virtualization technology to set up virtual lab. There are people usually ask, Ashraf, can I use AWS? I have little knowledge in AWS. Or Ashraf, can I use, okay, Microsoft Azure or GCP, Google Cloud Platform? Answer is you can. But it's better you set up on lab in on machine. That is really great. Reason, okay, the virtual machine which we set up, any of the cloud infrastructure will have some demerits really, and also will have limits. Then you can't practice well. So it's better you try to set up on lab in on machine. Okay, so okay, if you ask me directly which is good, I'll say Windows hypervisor is good, because I have good real-time knowledge in this, because I can use hypervisor, but I'm not using here. And okay, after hypervisor, which is easy, VMware is really very easy. So it's better you, okay, all use VMware Workstation. I'm also using VMware Workstation. Okay, I'm using VMware Workstation here. It's free of cost, but there is a serial key, that's all. You can, okay, free of cost. Okay, so this is really easy because this is very easy to set up. See, I have created three virtual machine, 1, 2, 3. First virtual machine name is Workstation, second server A, third server B. So it's better use VMware, it's free of cost. Hypervisor is, like if you don't know hypervisor, it is a bit difficult for you. Understand? Okay, hypervisor is actually Windows proprietary virtualization technology, which is available in every Windows client and server operating system. But it should be professional, not home basic. It should be professional, then it's available. Better go for VMware Workstation and try to download the latest version available. I think it is 16.5. I don't know whether 17 is available. If it is 17 you can download. And you have to crack it and you have to, create, set up the lab. I'm not going to explain you the lab setting. Okay. I mean like lab setup related things now because it really will take time. I've just created a short video regarding this. I'll share the video. It's maximum 20-25 minutes video. Just watch and you must set up lab today or by tomorrow. That is really mandatory. If no lab, it is really hard to, okay, learn Linux. Lab is very, very important. So what I'm saying is my request, you must set up lab today or tomorrow. I'll be sharing lab setup video and other, documentation soon after the class. So after the session. So you can, okay, please try to set up lab today or tomorrow. That's very important because from tomorrow we'll start to use commands. Right? Linux is full of commands and configuration file. Okay, but don't worry. Okay, don't worry, don't scare. It's really easy if you practice. Okay, so it's better go with VMware only. And I'm not going to explain lab setup related properties now. Anyway, I'll share the video, go through the video and try to set up yourself because you all have IT knowledge. Okay, there is one person pursuing degree. He can also, because everybody right, we have good knowledge in Windows operating system and we know English, okay, English well, so we can read and set up really. So it's very easy in video. Okay, I've described everything, so you just watch and follow it. Okay, so I'm not explaining other things related to lab setup. I'll say only one sentence now. Lab is very important. Please try to set up lab today itself. Okay. So now, so far, if you have any questions, you can ask. If no question, I'll start with introduction chapter. I'll start with introduction, if no questions. Any question related to course?
Yes, Ashraf. Ashraf, actually, first of all, I want to know like course is like we have from Monday to Friday, isn't it?
Yes.
Or we have Saturday, Sunday as well?
No. Saturday, Sunday, I have weekend batches, so I can't take only 5 days a week.
Okay, so when you said tomorrow, so that you meant by Monday, right?
Yeah, Monday,
Oh,
sorry.
okay. And one another thing, you mentioned RAID is no longer part of this curriculum. So, is it like RAID is no more used in the environment,
Yes,
in the live?
yes. RAID is really used everywhere. Even we are
Yeah.
using in our office also. RAID is used everywhere. What I said is RAID is not available, not part of new syllabus. RAID is using everywhere.
Oh, okay.
If you want,
And
I'll just try to. If you want, I'll just try to explain theoretically. Practically, it's a bit difficult because it's not difficult. Will take time. So then it is like. So if one person asks one concept, another person will ask. Suppose we don't have
yeah.
DHCP, we don't have FTP, we don't have DNS. So then it is difficult. That's the reason. Okay. So Linux, I'll tell you, Linux operating system is open source. There are not thousand, lakhs of facilities available in Linux. And you can see here what they have added in our syllabus is like according to Red Hat Red Hat, operating system. So we'll be really, I'm very strict to this. I'll tell you, I'll strictly following the syllabus. We cannot, like turn left or right. That's really not possible. If it is small concept, I'll just try to, explain. There are people usually ask, in last class, one lady asked me, Ashraf, could you please teach AWK command? There is one command actually, AWK. The reason she was asking, she has good experience in Linux. She asked this because she's using it, but she doesn't have good knowledge in this. She wants to learn. I need 3 hours for teaching AWK because it's really vast. So that's really impossible. Then, course will simply extend. So we are going to, we are going to follow this syllabus strictly. But if the concept which you are asking is simple, I'll write. Simple means like half an hour, 45 minutes. I'll just try to explain. It's not a big deal. But if it is really huge, it is difficult.
Okay. What is this boot camp? You mentioned we will explain in boot camp. So
Yeah, I'll tell
I'm
you.
sorry, I don't know.
I'll tell you. Actually, boot camp means what, Actually, boot camp means like, uh, refreshing the knowledge and getting ready for exam. This is called boot
Okay.
camp. This is actually refreshing the knowledge. One example I'll tell you. I didn't get any course for NetApp, but I'm using NetApp in my office. Example, I'm saying I'm using NetApp. Okay, I didn't get any course from office, but I'm using NetApp. But I don't have much idea about all facilities of all features of NetApp. So suppose I just want to go for certification. Then what my company people will do is they will arrange boot camp. In boot camp, they will be just refreshing my knowledge. They will not be teaching complete. They will not be teaching complete NetApp. They will just refresh my knowledge and they'll make ready, me for, facing exam. This is actually called boot camp. So once we finish this course, what we will do is we will arrange boot camp. Okay, if you're really planning for certification, you can join in boot camp. In boot camp, we will, just refresh your not complete knowledge, important what normally ask in exam, and also we will explain exam structure, how exam is conducted. I've just briefed it, but I'll explain that time. That's all.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And one more last question from
Yeah.
me. So I am expecting the RHL 9 image. How to get it will be there in your video that you are going to share.
Yes. In
Okay.
video is really bit old actually, like almost 2.5 years back I've created, but I'll be sharing, URL for downloading, latest, version of the Linux operating system.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Ashraf.
Yeah, and also I just want to tell you one important thing. We are actually doing Red Hat course, but we'll be using CentOS operating system. I'll tell the reason. Please listen first. Then after you can ask your questions. CentOS. We will use CentOS Linux in our virtual machine. Reason I'll tell you. Okay. CentOS stands for Community Enterprises Operating System. CentOS. Red Hat is actually paid. Red Hat is paid. You have to register, you have to subscribe, and you have to pay for every bit of assistance. Clear? Red Hat is paid. You can check it. You can just go to Red Hat website and try to buy Red Hat. Then you will come to know Red Hat is really paid. Okay, so Red Hat is paid and you have to register it, you have to subscribe it, and you have to pay for every bit of assistance. But cost of Red Hat is really very less compared to Windows. Say I'm using Windows Server 2K16 data center operating system in my laptop. I'm using because I'm teaching some Azure related courses also. 2K16 data center. Okay, this is evaluation copy, not original one. Okay, and it will work for 114 days. Okay, well, actually 180 days. Okay, so again it will work for 114 days. Well, so what I'm going to say is, the cost of this OS. Suppose you want to buy this OS for your environment. Actual cost of this OS is 4,500 to 5,500 US dollar. Its cost is almost near 2.5 lakh to 4 lakh rupees, Indian rupees, you have to pay for this OS. Okay, because of features. This OS, okay, has ultimate features. I'm not going to explain it because that is not our session. What I'm saying is, but compared to this, what's the cost of Red Hat? Near to 20K. 20,000, very cheap, right? Very cheap. But it is paid. What I'm going to say is, okay, CentOS is open version, open Linux, open version of Red Hat. Open Linux version from the Red Hat means CentOS is absolutely free. No need to pay, no registration, no subscription, and there is no assistant, there is no specific assistance team for assisting you to, assisting you, but you can take the assistance from the community assistance, right? So what I'm saying is, okay, suppose you are using Red Hat operating system in your environment. Okay, then some certified Red Hat administrators are enough. Okay, they will try to shoot the trouble, okay, themselves. If it's not happening, they will know how to seek the help from the Red Hat team. But in case of community, if you are using community enterprises OS Linux, I mean CentOS Linux, things are different because there is no specific assistance team. So you will have to take the assistance from the community. So, but from the community, you will not be getting proper assistance. So what I'm saying is, if you are planning to use Cent operating system in your your system environment, you will have to keep, an administrator with good experience. Otherwise, you will face problems. So if you have, administrator with good experience, it's better go for CentOS, that is absolutely free. Understanding? But now most of the companies are really using Red Hat operating system because, okay, we are not ready to bear the risk. Because in business, we should have good flow. Okay, just imagine system stop working, storage stop work, network is not functioning. Problem, right? Problem. Understanding? You're doing business of, $1 billion. Understanding? Okay, why you can't buy 20,000 rupees OS, or why you can't hire highly paid system administrators? That's not a problem. Companies are paying really like 3 lakh 4 lakh rupees per month for system admin, network admin. Understanding? That's a top salary. What I'm saying is, why companies are ready to pay this? Because they're okay doing business and getting good revenue. Understanding? So what I'm saying is, CentOS, this is the one we are going to use in our class. Reason, you can use Red Hat also. That's your choice. You can try like this. Use, CentOS in 2 machine and Red Hat in 1 machine. Okay. So the problem of Red Hat is you will have to register. Registration is not a deal happening. You can quickly register. It's not a problem. But subscription is not getting properly nowadays. Really, you have to subscribe, then only you can practice everything. To practice basic command, subscription is not required. To practice basic command, registration is not required. But if you want to keep up to date or patch your machine, and if you want to use package management if you want to manage packages in machine, really you need subscription. So just imagine you have installed all 3 machines are at hand, and subscribing is okay. You couldn't subscribe well, then you can't practice our course. So that's the reason I'm saying, okay, please try to understand there is no even a letter different, okay, a character difference between Linux and Red Hat Linux and CentOS Linux. Really same. One is open, another is okay, or one is open version, another is paid version. That's all. You can check online, you will come to know. And also please try to understand, Cent operating system is managed, maintained by Red Hat only. No difference at all. So if you have any confusion or any suspicious, it's better you can install Cent operating system in 2 machine and install Red Hat in 1 machine. Then it's okay, no problem. Understand? But if you keep all 3 CentOS, that's really great. So it's all okay, left to your choice. I'll be sharing link for downloading CentOS and Red Hat operating system ISO images. To download Red Hat image ISO image, you will have to open an account in Red Hat. So it's better you can open an account and keep remember the username and password, because same username and password can be used for certification later. Okay, that's all. Okay, so this is very important, because otherwise you may ask, Ashraf, you're teaching Red Hat course, but you are using CentOS. Please try to, read some article regarding CentOS and Red Hat, then you will come to know the reality. Okay, both operating systems are under Red Hat only, really. No differences at all. One is open, another is, okay, paid, that's all. Okay, so that's all. I'll start introduction tomorrow. Tomorrow means Monday only. And also I'll tell you, I just want to inform you, okay, like we really thought of to start the session from, this batch from Tuesday, but Ashwin has given you word, we'll start on Friday. Okay, sometime there will not be session. See, I will not be simply canceling the batch. There is really a running batch. Okay, there's a running batch. Okay, I can finish that batch only on Monday. I've informed him, but reason is like, he has already given a word to you, like we'll start on Friday. So he told me you start on Friday, and sometime there will not be session for Monday also. Please listen. Okay, don't worry about it. I will not be simply canceling or simply like, messaging, simply canceling the sessions. But here, okay, I'll just, request those people to attend the session tomorrow. Okay, my regular batch. If they are attending tomorrow, we'll have session on Monday. If they are not attending tomorrow, really our next session will be on Tuesday. Okay, anyway, I'll just inform you the status. I'll update status in, a group, and also I'll share the video and links for downloading VMware Workstation and operating system ISO images. And please, okay, the size of ISO image is almost 10-11 GB, understanding. So you, if you are downloading from 4G or 5G, you should have enough data. Okay, and will take time, so must download it and make ready everything. And if possible, okay, you have tomorrow and day after tomorrow enough time, you can really try to set up lab. If anybody facing trouble, difficulty to set up lab, you can, inform me. You can ask in group. I'll really access your machine and I can set up lab for you. But if you can set up yourself, that is a really great experience, really. Okay, please try self first. And if not happening, you can ask me. I'll access your machine remotely with the help of TeamViewer or UltraViewer, and I'll set up lab for you. Means no worries about lab setup. Okay, and also please, we all are matured. Matured means you got it right. Not like, like first standard or second standard, 10th standard, students. Okay, you all are working and money is from your pocket, not from your parents' pocket. Time also yours. So please try to be serious and okay, and make ready lab. There are, like, I will not be asking you to show your lab setup. I really will not ask you to show the lab setup, because it's not school, understand? So you must set up. It's for you, not for me, understand? Must set up. If not possible, okay, you can ask. And also, our session is interactive. So, okay, interactive means I'll be explaining, you'll be asking, okay, doubts. It should be like that. If you're just listening, like, okay, it's really hard to move forward, understanding. There are some batches happening like that. That's the reason people are not asking anything. Okay, even when I say good morning, no response also, really. It should not be like that. Okay,
How do you prefer the questions, Ashraf, at the end of the session or end of the batches, end of the sections?
I will not be asking any questions. If
No.
need,
My
oh, okay,
question is,
no, yeah. That's, I'll tell you.
end.
Suppose I've explained something, you're getting doubt. Unmute and ask immediately. Immediately, not at the end. That is difficult for both of us. Understanding. So suppose I'm showing some practical and you have a doubt, practical is finished and you are asking doubt, later, then I have to show practical from beginning, right? So
Yeah.
unmute immediately, no formalities, no need to say like, sorry to interrupt, no formalities. Okay, directly ask question, that's all, no problem. Okay, so immediate, not, at the end.
Okay, yeah. And this Oracle VirtualBox is also fine, right?
Yeah, it's, but
because I have one in my machine already, so that's why I asked.
Yes, okay, it's not a problem. But you
The same
must
for me also actually.
I don't know Oracle VB. Okay, so if you know well, you can use it. It's not a problem. That's really your choice. And try to understand, okay, more than one virtualization technology means more than one hypervisor will not run, okay, on one machine same time. Understand? So if you want to use VMware, you have to remove Oracle VirtualBox.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so ask if anything. If no, Christian, I have actually a session at 8 o'clock. Okay, so if anything, please ask. If no, Christian, I'll be sharing those videos and all after 9:30, after my second session. And okay, please try to okay, initiate today. Okay, that's all. We'll meet. Okay, I'll update in WhatsApp about our next session. Most probably we'll have on Monday. Let's see. I'll just talk to them first.
Okay.
And also, I forgot to tell, someone join as guest user. Okay, please always, use on name as a display name. That's really important. I don't know who is this. Anyway. Okay, that's all. We'll meet.
Thank you.
Next
Thank you,
class.
Ashraf. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.